Hey Aries, I'm here with your message. This is going to be a reading around the full moon and the messages and the energy that came out of this full moon in Pisces. Alright, so hopefully you guys are having a really good Virgo season. I know a lot of Aries have Virgo friends, and I think that the earth energy is always great for fire signs. It can really ground you and make you kind of feed your ambitions and really set some big goals. Alright, so calling in everyone's angels, guides, healed ancestors, ascended masters, and light beings for the messages for the sign of Aries. What do they need to know? Oh wow, you already got 2 jumpers. Okay. Alright, so you have a big decision to make, Aries. And the heartbreak is over. You know that song by Tina Turner? When the heartache is over. So the heartache is over. And new beginnings, Aries. Okay, so this full moon brings the end to the heartbreak. It leaves you with a big decision. Like I said, I've been seeing some of you guys moving, meeting the loves of your lives, or you've met the love of your life and you're just kind of sorting things out. But this is definitely a chapter close, and there's a fresh start. And Spirit is saying, like, a lot of you guys are afraid of this Wheel of Fortune. You're afraid to kind of like start over, because some of these starts are really big. It's like a whole new relationship, or a whole new marriage, or a whole new home, or, you know, you're closing out a phase of your career. But there's still success on the way. Even if some of these things may have ended tragically, there's still a lot of success, and Spirit stepping in and just really letting me know, like, you guys have a lot of living to do. You have a lot of living to do. This is not about the mistakes in the past. And so this moon is really going to help you free up this heart space. Yeah, but you're fighting it, Aries. I do, you know, I have been picking up a lot of energy in you guys' readings of, like, either you Aries, like toxic Aries, or the high vibrational Aries have enemies, or you are the enemy. So there's just a lot of conflict. So you're either the one causing this conflict, or you're on the receiving end of this conflict. And a lot of you are living in the past, because I see that, like, a lot of you, or your finances, or something that's very dear to you that you've kind of like been saving or working. It could be a nest egg, it could be a child. Again, something very near and dear to you. It's not turning out the way you want it. And I don't see you being like the most mature about it emotionally at this time. And so it's just causing a lot of like displaced energy, a lot of fighting. Spirit's telling me. Okay, yeah. So this Mercury retrograde could bring in a lot of fast-moving communication, a lot of fast decisions as you're making decisions. Okay, watch out for Mr. Lover lovers coming in and out very quickly. Watch out for like fast-paced relationships, one-night stands. Watch out for things that are not going to offer you the longevity, because the 10 of Pentacles is right around the corner. So some of you could be hearing news from a job. Some of you, a lot of your money's been held up. Things like that. But with the Wheel of Fortune upright, you should be moving forward pretty quickly here. Okay, but watch out for the one-night stands, or the people that are going to come in and sweet talk you, and a lot of false promises, okay? So as this 10 of Pentacles is coming in, it could be a lot of betrayals, right? Like, you could be, getting a message from that person you like, I'm going to see you soon, and then something got delayed, and then here you are over here with Mr. Hot Pants, or Mrs. Hot Pants, and then the 10 of Pentacles comes, and that person's like, so let's hang out now, and you're like, shit, I can't, because I'm dealing with this F-boy or F-girl over here, okay? So none of that, Aries, okay? So that kind of pause that these seasonal changes can bring, like the pause in between the equinox, or this pause that we're having, this build-up with the moon and the retrograde, you're going to see who's betraying you. You're going to see, like I'm saying, that heartbreak is leaving. and it's very clear who it is, but you're the only one that Spirit is warning that can stop this new beginning, because you're kind of like giving up too soon. You're giving up too soon. So yeah, don't give up. Call yourself out. I really feel like this is going to be a great time for those of you that are in the high vibration of Aries to really dig deep and to really get solid in what you believe and what you stand for and what you're willing to be passionate about. And if you can do that, I feel like you need to, there's some kind of like, it's not even things from the past, it's just like sorting, it's shedding. And this moon was all about like really, really shedding like toxic emotions. Yeah, there's a lot of fears about childhood, could even be some sexual abuse that's coming up. Spirit's showing me with the Page of Cup in reverse. Childhood and could even be years, younger years. Like this could be something that maybe happened with a sibling around you or to a sibling and you were younger. Like if your sibling was 4, you might have been 0. There could have been an abuser in the house or in the environment or a friend of the family, and the kind of like you got spared, but that energy is still there. It still affects you. It still affected the household. Okay, so there's a lot to clear up around sexual abuse with this moon as well for you, Aries. Spirit's telling me. So you may need a support group. You may need a companion. I'm also seeing some of you getting service animals or fostering an animal short term to deal with some grief. You know, you can, before animals find their forever homes, you can adopt an animal. And it's actually, Spirit's really guiding me for especially the male Aries out there to possibly adopt a dog or adopt an animal for a few weeks to help you with some companionship so that you don't get caught in these toxic relationships. Because I was really picking up, I'm going to do another video, but I was really picking up that a lot of the male or the sacred masculine energy, however you identify, is really going to be pulling in a really new attractive partner, whereas a lot of the Aries feminine or divine feminine energy has already met their person and is waiting in the waiting, like a maiden in waiting, and is preparing themselves to become like more of the Empress energy. So at this time, before that new thing comes in, a lot of temptations wants to come back. You know, a lot of people want to test you, and I don't feel that Spirit is testing you, but I feel that your tendencies to self-destruct are out right now with the Page of Pentacles. Like, you know, it's kind of like Aries is the baby of the zodiac, so it wants the fun stuff. It wants the candy and the fun. I want to go on the roller coaster. And so it's kind of like, you know, you can easily get pulled into the drama, especially when you have to be very responsible, okay, without kind of seeing the rewards. So a lot of you are going kind of back and forth, like, do I grow up or do I kind of like suffer in this cycle? And Spirit's saying like, you got to grow up. Yeah, King of Cups, emotionally. So this moon, Aries, is a time to really grow emotionally, to look at where you've let the ball drop, but also to look at where you've like let yourself suffer here if the Ten of Swords in reverse. Like, where have you not just let the release happen? Where are you hanging on to cycles that don't serve you anymore? And it's very clear. And where are you acting immaturely to get a reaction? Because at this point, what they show me is, yeah, that same lesson may be coming back in a different form. You're seeing it. That's not the problem. The problem is the instant gratification or the self-destruction or the emotional instability or not having a supportive friend or family group around you and feeling like you can't make it to that next step. But you can, and Spirit's going to help you. But you got to see it for yourself. You got to love yourself, and you got to see it for yourself, Aries. So again, yes, here's the Lovers out here with the King of Cups. So again, a lot of you are either about to be in relationships or you've met this person already, and Spirit's bringing you back together. Okay, yeah, and you're the Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of the feminines out there, you are like dying for this man to come back into your life. But Spirit's saying, prepare yourself with the World card. Prepare your worldly assets. Prepare your home. Prepare your money. Prepare your body in some ways, like with the naked body there in this card. Like there's something about beautifying yourself. Put the effort into that, not so much into chasing dick or, you know, getting into trouble or chasing whatever you chase. Like there's something about like just chasing that emptiness versus... Because the Queen of Wands can also be like prostitution. It could be, it's a card of passion, but it could also aspect the negative aspects of passion. And here with the Lovers card and the World, I see a lot of like potential for third party. I'm also seeing a same-sex relationship, multiple same-sex relationships, which is a good thing. But again, these are people you've already met. I'm getting, especially if it's a feminine relationship. This is not a new person kind of like sweeping in, because the third party thing is done for you guys. For those of you that are done with that, yeah. And so the Emperor in reverse here. So Aries, the Spirit's asking you to act in your emotions and not to go into the control with the Emperor in reverse and the fighting with the Seven of Wands, okay? And these kind of like, you know, things that don't bring you the Ten of Cups, okay? Negative self-talk, negative communication with the Knight of Swords. Some of you, okay, Virgo season is the Hermit. So again, some of you may be going within. It's natural in the fall as we go through this season of death, as we move closer to winter, which is death, to really kind of do your first round of shedding. And it's a very private thing. So again, you may be around others. You may be getting these love offers, but you're still feeling kind of lonely. And that doesn't need to be explained to anyone, okay? But you're not going to get away with the bullshit. You're not going to get away with communication that is empty. You're not going to, like, if you want your fresh start, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep emotionally and communicate from there, or it's going to be warped, or it's always, okay, that's what builds the stability, okay? Or it's going to come out warped, Spirit saying, like, again, I see an Aries out there that's like, people want to help them, or people are saying, like, what do you need? What do you need support-wise? And they say, oh, I'm fine, or, oh, I don't need that, but they need it, you know? It's like, I'm hearing add a 0 to that, okay? So it's really about being truthful and figuring out the things that make you not truthful. And then you're going to get your reward. Then you can start back on your projects. Then you can communicate, okay, and cut out with the Queen of Swords, things that don't serve you. But there's really this, yeah, and the King of Swords. So yeah, you guys are a pair here. So whoever your counterpart is, same sex or LGBTQAI relationships, I'm seeing a lot of you cutting out a lot of friends or people that don't serve you. And for divine masculine, divine feminine relationships or hetero relationships, I'm seeing, yeah, there's a third party here that could come in. You're going to really have to, Aries, hold the line, because I do feel like you haven't communicated well your expectations. And so if you've just met someone, yeah, with the Queen of Cups, you haven't been so warm. You haven't let your intentions be known, and they've let theirs be known, and you're kind of like gonna end up in some disappointment here, but you can clear it up. Okay, now we're going to another storyline now. I feel like I'm reading for a different group, but this may apply to some of you out there. Listen, if you guys have rejected like an emotional offer from the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a suitor that's very emotionally stable and open-hearted, you're going to have to do that, because they're not getting aroused with the Ace of Wands. Like, you need to show them that you're passionate about them, because they have this beautiful new beginning full of emotions with the Ace of Cups, but it could die. It's not dead yet with death in reverse, but it could die on the vine, I'm hearing. Like, it could wither and die because you're not feeding it, because you feel like you have so many options. And I'm here to tell you, honey, you don't have that many options right now. Just with the astrology and everything, yeah, you have a lot of burdens. So you need to stop fighting with others and fighting yourself. Yeah, lay that to rest. Lay the ego to rest, because, yeah, lay the sneakiness. You know who you love, but you don't want to admit it. You're not admitting it to yourself. So you can never get that offer in love off the ground. Okay, be strong, little Aries. Strength card with the Page of Wands. You need to be strong. You need to start from the beginning. If you want this to turn out right with the Justice card, you need to start from the beginning. And in the beginning, it's like, a lot of you, this is about stability. This is about your home. Yeah, you need to balance out your emotions. All right, so this moon's going to help you balance out your emotions, leave regret behind, doing some deep shadow work, some childhood wounds. Yeah, you got the Nine of Cups on reverse and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this moon may make some of you staying up and not sleeping, bringing up a lot of emotional issues, delusion. But overall, this is an amazing chance to purge and balance out that energy. Once you balance out the energy, you can have justice in love and in life. You can get your strength back. You can start those projects again. A lot of you, I'm hearing, you've had to put projects to the side, or you've had to put love on the side. Okay, but again, I'm seeing in the energy in these cards, you have not been truthful to yourself and to your own heart. So please, Aries, be truthful to yourself and your own heart at this time. All right, Spirit, I'm going to do 3 more cards. What does Aries need to know for these full moon messages? Okay, yeah, stop giving to others, please. Okay, there's a tower moment you've avoided. Again, I picked up in the energy field from the clairaudient messages that this was a relationship that you have not been truthful about. Okay, so it could have been over, but it's not over. All right, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so a lot of you are having financial issues. Or you're having financial issues with a female in your life that's affecting the relationship and you're not happy about it, okay? Some of you could be traveling very soon, but again, you know, friends and looky-loos are not going to be helpful at this time, okay? So if you have friends where it's just a social thing, you know, or it's just a thing like let's hang out, it's a superficial thing, you need to call on the people that really have your back. If you need to borrow money, borrow it. If you need someone to watch your kids, let them do that. Like, you really need to call in the true blue friends and not these looky-loos, okay? Because you're going deep. You've purged from some toxic things and you're ready to move forward. This may also mean travel. You may be traveling to see your new person, okay? Or they may be paying for a trip or meeting up. But if you really want this new beginning, yeah, the money's coming in, but you need to purge yourself. Purge yourself of all the things and people that are surrounding you with toxicity. Okay, and I'm honestly seeing a lot of you are going to need help. You're going to need to go to therapy or a retreat. This is not something that just like, oh, I sat with crystals, yay. Like, this is something that is, like I said, I see it coming from childhood or some kind of way you've like formed your beliefs around life. And this moon either is helping you purge or it deeply illuminated it for you. And again, I'm picking up on all the zodiac signs and collective energy because we all go to the moons together. But for you, Aries, this is something that is really, really keeping you from entering into this beautiful life, a life of abundance and like living your truth. And I'm just hearing like a lot of Aries are saying, well, I'd rather live a lie and be okay than risk telling the truth and having like everything, like letting that door open. And with the King of Cups, this person or whatever the universe is giving you right now, or a new love that kind of catalyzes this heart-opening energy, is the key to your healing. So you need to lean in that way, or it's just going to be more struggling, more fighting, okay? So yeah, it's definitely a big surrender moment. It's not a tower. Your life's not over in that way yet. I feel like you guys have been having tower moment after tower moment. But there is this softening and flowing that the Pisces moon is giving all of us. And so if you can tap into that, I really see that Spirit's going to take care of the rest. What you have to worry about is, you know, is your boat in the water? It's like the river is running. You can either catch that ride or you're going to have to hike and climb and, you know, get to your destination another way. And it's going to be so easy to just put your boat in that water, even though it's a little choppy, even though there might be a little bit of a waterfall. It's going to be better to go down the river that way than try to do it on your own. Go with the flow. Go with the flow of the energy in your life. It's pointing you to where you want to be, Aries. All right, take care. See you guys later. Bye.